favorite songs off the album is You Ain't No Cowboy.
Thank you so much.
In addition to kind of the love story aspect of it, I really appreciated when I saw the music video how you chose to raise awareness for the struggles that farmers and ranchers go through. It's very real. I mean, I've seen my family have breakdowns before.
Oh, yeah.
Over financial losses and
Yes.
uncertainties. And so what made you choose that avenue for the music video?
I was talking to Ross, the love of my life, and he was actually the star of the music video as well. And he's managed a bunch of ranches. My family obviously owned cattle. We had our cow-calf operation. And so we both seen the struggles of it firsthand, the loneliness of it firsthand. And it was his idea to tell part of his story and then the bigger story of mental health and agriculture. And the part that's part of his story is the sobriety piece of it. And he's been sober for 5 years, going on 6. And I am so proud of him. I don't think we would be together if he wasn't sober. And I didn't know him when he was drinking, but just even from stories that I've heard, and it's just not who he is. And I think that struggle in and of itself, and you know, the image of the cowboy, and really combating that versus the fact that most of the cowboys I knew were, you know, good men of great character, and they could get the job done too. And it was all of those things that made them a cowboy in my mind. And I think like Hollywood and culture kind of makes the cowboy out to be something very different, that doesn't so much have the great character. So we wanted to tell that side of the story, that, you know, it's a lot to live up to living under the cowboy hat and this way of life. And it's good men who show up when they say they will and do what needs to get done until the job's done. And then we wanted to tell the part of it that, you know, so much of what we do, so much of what farmers do is completely dependent on things we cannot control. The weather. You know, crops turn to yield or they don't. Like, it's just... Or the
health of the livestock.
Yes, I mean, for us too. You know, like when one thing gets sick and then you can't get them better, and, you know, it's just devastating when the loss hits. And sometimes it's one thing after another, and it's just so hard to deal with the mental side of that. And then you add, I'm sure in your family too, the generational aspect of it, that if you were the one to fail the chain, you know, for me it would be 3rd generation ranching. For you, I don't know how many generations back.
My dad's actually a 1st generation farmer,
so
but
cool.
Sometimes it's so difficult, then it's hard for my brother and I to be like, can we keep this going the way he did? Is this going to start and end with him? I mean, it's hard.
It is so hard. And then you've got 6th generation ranchers who are trying to be the 7th, and it's just not what it was when it got started. And, you know, it's just hard. So much pressure on every side of it. And so we just wanted to show all the aspects of those things. And I really believe that the cowboy is America's hero, like the original Superman to the USA. And that even the toughest men can be vulnerable, and that's actually a strength and not a weakness. So we wanted to do that and do it in a beautiful way, and Ross did such an amazing job. I'm so proud of him.